Okay, Sylvia, how much money did these people take from you?
$6,000.
$6,000. How much of that did you get back?
So far, none.
You still $6,000 out.
Yes.
Okay, what has that meant for you?
It's been really, really hard. I only have a part-time job, and so it's going to be very, very difficult trying to pay that back.
Okay. All right. I'm Joe Ducey with Michelle Marin of the Better Business Bureau, and this is Scammed, stories of scam survivors warning you about how to avoid what happened to them. And today we're talking with Sylvia. And Sylvia, you were looking for a job, correct? Go into that, what you wanted and how you found it.
So I was looking for a full-time job. I had been looking for a while unsuccessfully. And so I went to, I go to LinkedIn frequently, have an account with LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I seen the job advertised at LinkedIn, and I responded to the advertisement. The company responded immediately the same day,
Yeah.
and asked if I wanted to, if I was interested in the job, if I wanted to do an interview, and I agreed to the interview.
How was the interview done?
The interview was done through Zoom.
Okay, so you saw the people.
I seen two of the people.
Okay.
One was the company owner,
Okay.
and one was the assistant.
Okay. And what kind of job was it?
So this was supposed to be a sales consulting job. In other words, you would help other people in businesses scale their business and make more money.
Why did this job look so appealing? What about it?
They promised really extensive training, particular training,
Yeah.
high-level training,
Yeah.
and which was supposed to lead to high-level income eventually.
How much a month would they say?
Oh,
What were they dangling out there as you could make?
they said that I would be making at least $6,000 a month. This is after taxes.
Yeah.
With the potential of eventually getting making $10,000 a month after taxes.
Okay. So what happened then? You were starting this process. There was a training process, correct? What happened there, and how was the money involved?
The actual training never took place.
Okay.
During the interview, they told me about the training fee, and they told me that the training fee would not be removed during the time of the training, which is supposed to last 2 months.
Okay. So how much money? Training fee?
$6,000.
So you were supposed to pay over time $6,000.
No, the training fee was not supposed to start being taken out of my commissions until the training was supposed to be completed, which was supposed to be March 6th.
Okay. All right. So what do you think about this training fee? Did you question it? Did you think, what? I don't know.
I did think it was really high, but they assured me, both people assured me that there would be very high level of training, and
Okay.
that's what I had to pay for, and that eventually I would be very successful.
But you wouldn't have even had to essentially pay for it because it would have gone out of commissions that would have otherwise been paid to you.
Yes, the training fee was not supposed to be removed till after the training was completed, except that is not how it happened.
How did it happen?
Is right after I discovered 2 days later when I looked into my accounts. This was a Sunday. I discovered that they had removed the training fee immediately after the interview.
So did they ask you for your payment information during the interview?
Yes, they did.
Okay. And how much did they take out at that time?
$6,000.
They took out the whole amount.
They took the whole amount.
$6,000 right away.
Right away.
And that was 2 days after the interview.
Actually, I discovered it 2 days after the interview. They did it that same afternoon after the interview.
Okay. But your understanding was they were going to be taking out $1,000 a month out of commissions once you were going.
That's correct. That's how it was supposed to be paid back. But that was only if I was successful during the training.
Okay. All right. So at this point, you didn't even know for sure that you were hired because they're going to tell you later that, yeah, you're good and we're going to keep you, correct?
Well, they told me that I had they scheduled an onboarding call for that Monday, which was the day after I found out what happened. But so when I seen this on Sunday, I knew I couldn't do anything till Monday. So on Monday morning, my onboarding interview was at 10, and at 8 o'clock I contacted what I thought was the owner of the company, but it turned out to be the assistant. And I contacted him by text because I couldn't get a hold of him by phone. So
okay. So you started the process. What did you say? You said, what did you tell these guys?
Well, I told him when I left him a phone message and I left him a text and I said, look, I discovered this. This is not okay. This is not what you told me. I want my money returned immediately. I want this connection severed. You lied to me, and I no longer want to proceed.
Okay. And what did they say?
I got an answer about a half an hour before the supposed onboarding call and was told that the onboarding call was canceled and not to worry, that the owner of the company would be in contact ASAP.
Okay. All right. How many months later is it now? 3 months later?
It's 3.5. It's going on 4 months.
Okay. What's happened during that time? Now, there was a time where did they try to convince you that this is all going to be okay?
Yes. So what happened is I waited for this owner to get back with me, and he didn't. Okay. And then a few days later, I filed claims on all of my cards. The very next day, the owner got in touch with me and said that this is not okay. What I did was not okay. If I wanted my money, for all of my money returned, the only way that could be done is if I cancel all of my claims.
With the bank?
With the various credit cards, so cancel all of them.
And how many cards did the 6,000?
4 different ones.
4 different cards.
Okay. So what did you do then? Did you cancel? Did you believe them at that time? Do you think, well, maybe?
I did.
Okay.
I did believe it. I was kind of raised that you're supposed to work with the credit card companies. You know, if the people are willing to work with you, that you should try to work with them. And that was kind of my mindset. Okay, so you took the claims away. I did. Okay, and then what happened? It took. It took 2 weeks to get this done. It was really hard. The companies, it was difficult. Okay. And after 2 weeks, they wanted to have proof. I had to do screenshots of the various accounts because they wanted to have proof that I had done what they asked me to. Okay. And I did, and that was the 24th of... by the 17th of January, I had pretty much accomplished that. So long story short, it seems to me like they tried to convince you that they were going to do it the right way so that you would remove these claims from the banks. You removed the claims from the banks, and they didn't do it the right way, according to what you're saying here. They didn't take care of you, didn't give you the money back, and now trying to file another claim with the bank is very tough. Yes, I've been working on that for the last 2.5 months, and it's been really tough. One of the reasons I found out it's so tough is that these people literally pick credit card companies that once you remove a claim, it is virtually impossible to reinstate another claim. Okay. So they have your money still, and they've done nothing for it. No, other than threaten me with a lawsuit. On top of that, yeah. Okay. Because I had reinstated the claims. Okay. So now they're very gutsy. Yeah. So what is this? I know this. I could tell by your demeanor, and we've talked before about what has this meant to you? Losing this amount of money. Devastating. I like I said, I have a part-time job. I make very little money. Excuse me. I don't know how I'm going to take care of this if it's not resolved.
How are you going to pay it?
Yeah.
Are you angry?
Yeah, angry, upset, disappointed. Desperately wanted to believe in this job.
Yeah.
And these people evidently particularly target certain groups, and I'm part of that group.
Okay. Yeah. So it's got to be tough. It's got to be tough talking to other people about it too.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Okay. So you're in a position now, though. What would you tell people to do? What would be your advice to people who are looking for work? Where to find it? What did you do that you would do differently now?
I would definitely say find a very good search engine and research the company. The information is out there. You might have to spend a little time and go a little bit deeper, but the information is out there. I found the information once I spent some time researching the company.
Okay.
And of course, the very first thing you should do is go to the Better Business Bureau and see what they have to say about this company. Now, even if they don't have any direct data on the company, there are complaints at the Better Business Bureau right now for this company.
What about the credit cards? Would you now, if somebody's talking about a training session that you were paying for, what would you say?
I would say I'm not going to be paying for for training.
Yeah.
If you either going to hire me and train me, or that's it. I'm not going to pay. It's an outrageous fee, and it's it's quite clearly a scam. So no, I would definitely be saying no.
Okay.
That would be the end of the conversation.
And is there anything that afterwards, are you frustrated by the amount of help that you're able to get trying to get these guys to pay you back?
It's been very, very difficult.
What have you done?
I've uploaded stuff to their dispute centers.
Yeah.
It has to be the right format. If it's not the right format, it's rejected. I have sent them faxes that for some reason they didn't receive, but on my end it said that they had gone through. The last thing I have done is I sent 3 certified letters with information, big brown envelopes.
To the business?
To the cards.
Okay.
And
to the card
2 of the cards so far, and I can look up the numbers, of course, from the post office, right? So I know if they have arrived, and they tell me they don't have them. So I don't know what to do anymore. I had sent stuff in the mail before that evidently got lost, and now even certified mail doesn't arrive. So I don't know what else to provide to fix this.
Does it seem like there's enough help for people who lose money to scams?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I cannot tell you how many people I talk to these with these credit card companies. Many of them I have a hard time understanding because their English is not that good. So they don't understand what I'm trying to tell them. So I have to be transferred. And then I have to be transferred to somebody else. And oftentimes the supervisor is not available. And I've been turned down again and again and again. And I don't know how to proceed at this. I've pretty much done everything I can do.
What would you say to these people? This business. What would you, if you could talk to them now, what would you tell them?
You should be ashamed of yourself that you're doing this to people, and especially vulnerable people that are low income and seniors and handicapped that are desperately looking for work. And I hope you don't sleep at night.
I think we're in there. I know that was tough for you to talk about because it's ongoing. It's a lot of money. But I think you helped a lot of people, and hopefully, that's some amount, and hopefully these credit card companies will come through. Okay. Yeah. Sylvia, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
This is Joe Ducey for Michelle Marin with the Better Business Bureau, and we will see you next time.